Indian bicycle. My passion and love for India is kind of wrapped up in this piece, for the colors, the fabrics, the textures, the human work ethic, the energy of propelling oneself on bicycles, rickshaws, walking, bicycle rickshaws, the whole thing. And the transportation, when you see a bus go by and you see 40 people up on the top of it, because the bus was so full it couldn't hold any more people, and they would pile them on the top, and they all had bags and things and dressed in their beautiful saris. India is my favorite country for color and for life, because there's so many people that privacy doesn't exist a lot. And you see different things happening that usually in America everything's behind closed doors. So I did this piece, and I think this was a milk jug that somebody was taking back to their family in one of their little huts, and a bicycle, and there was tassels hanging down on the bicycle, and different colors in the mosaic, and the wooden handle, the leather, and all of the texture. And I finished this piece up, and as it was about textures, I said, you know, it's lacking. And I always look at my work and I say, it needs something. It's just too plain. Go out of the box. So I found in the south of France this old refrigerator door in the dump. And I looked at the colors, and immediately my mind flashed on the Indian bicycle piece, and I said, it's perfect. So I got it, sawed it in half, put it on either side, and then I thought, well, let's throw a little Jackson Pollock on here. So I splattered it, and because there's mud everywhere in India when it rains, and some of the streets are dirt in the cities, and it's just part of life there. It's beautiful. So even the dirt's beautiful. And it reminds me too of when the Indians dump things out in the street, the garbage, then the people will come and take the cardboard and build a house in the slums, or they'll take a piece of fabric and use that, and by the time the people, the men and women go through it, then it's time for the children to go through it, and before dusk, you've got a few grains of this and that and the other, because the cows and the goats have already eaten all the banana peels and old fruit and vegetables that come, and all the garbage is just absorbed into life. Which reminds me too, I think it was the same day that I painted this, I was sitting outside of a little lassi stand, and they were making from the milk the lassis, and they were boiling in this big tub, and all of the beggars were lined up, squatting, lotus position, or haunching, squatting on their heels, totally silent, waiting like a well-trained dog, sitting around the table for a scrap. And they were waiting for the end of the day for the lassi bowl to be sold, and anything that was left, the owner would dish out portions to each person. Beautiful.